Hey y'all, in this video lesson, we're going to talk about consumer credit. And the first example we're going to look at is on installment loans. So first off, what is consumer credit? Consumer credit is kind of like what it sounds like. It is loans to people who need to borrow money for large purchases. And there's two types of loans we're going to look at, but in this video specifically, we're just going to focus on installment loans. In the next video, I'll talk about revolving loans. So an installment loan is basically one big purchase and you pay it off over time. This would be like a car or a house. One-time purchase, pay off over time. A revolving loan is more like a credit card. You have a set limit and you can spend up to that limit over and over and over again. So you're paying it off hopefully each month or paying off some of it each month. The first thing we're going to look at today is an installment loan, which is calculated based on the simple interest formula. And if you recall from our simple interest lesson, there's two ways you can do this formula. It's the total value is based on the principal times 1 plus RT, or you can distribute that P and get P plus PRT. They will both get you the same ending value, so you can use either one and it's fine. I do like the second one because it's nice and clean. You can see the interest amount that's being added on to the principal, but sometimes this formula can be a little better, depending. So Julie buys $6,200 worth of furniture for her first house and pays $1,500 for a down payment. She agrees to pay the remaining balance at 3% add-on rate for 3 years. Find the total amount to be repaid. So we're going to go in a couple steps here. She has bought some furniture, but she's putting money down. So she's not borrowing the full $6,200. She's borrowing a little bit less than that based on her down payment. So first of all, this is an installment loan because it is a one-time purchase. She's purchased a set amount and then she's just going to pay it off over time. Once it's paid off, it's hers and it's done. So we need to figure out how much is being financed. In order to do that, we're going to take the amount of the furniture and subtract the down payment because it's less, she's borrowing less what she put down. And that's going to be $4,700. My 4 got kind of funny. Let's fix that. Got crazy. $4,700. So now based on that loan amount, that finance amount, we can figure out how much she's going to be paying by the time she pays this furniture off since she borrowed money. So we use our simple interest formula. Her ending amount is the principal, which is $4,700, not $6,200 because she's not borrowing $6,200, times 1 plus the rate and the time. Now remember the rate comes from the interest rate, the percent, and then the time is measured in years. So be careful of that. If you have something given in months, make sure you convert it to years by putting it over 12. I would recommend that if you're going to convert it to years like that you don't round, just leave it as a fraction. Like, for example, if this were 3 months, I would leave it as 3/12 or 1/4. Anyway, moving on. So now we can calculate this. Whoops, wrong tool. There we go. And we get $5,123. So that would be her ending amount after she's taken out this loan. That would be what she ends up paying for that furniture plus that down payment that she put down at the beginning. The monthly payment is going to be, again, based off what was financed. So we know that she financed $4,700, but with the interest, it was $5,123. So they're going to take that amount and they're going to divide it up over the number of months that she's borrowing to figure out the monthly payment. So we know it is $5,123, and then To figure out a monthly payment, we need to figure out how many months she's paying. If it's 3 years, 3 times 12 is 36 months. And then we're going to round this to the nearest cent, because in this case, that makes sense. Divided by 36 is about $142.31 for a monthly payment on her furniture. The total cost after the finance charges on the furniture are, now I mentioned earlier that we know she financed this with interest, ended up being that, but that's not all she paid for the furniture. She did put $1,500 down. So by the end of it, the total cost for this furniture was $1,500 plus the $5,123 that she had to pay back, for a total of $6,623. So, next step, how much more did Julie end up paying for this furniture over what it was purchased at? We know that she ended up paying $6,623 for the furniture. How much was this furniture when she bought it at the store? You can look back at it. $6,200. So she ended up paying an extra $423 on this furniture because she borrowed money. It costs money to borrow money. But, I mean, without it, she wouldn't have had furniture. So, what are you going to do? And then if we wanted to figure out the percent change, percent increase or decrease, depending, this is an increase because she paid more. We're going to take that difference. We're going to put it over the original amount. And we're going to multiply by 100 to convert it to percent. So the percent change, I'm going to round, so I did the little squigglies. 423 over the original times 100 to convert it is about 6.82% increase. And I have down here a little formula for that. If you're wanting to find the percent change, you find the difference over the original times 100. I'm going to stop this lesson here for installment loans. In the next lesson, we'll go over revolving loans. So that's it for this part. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. See you in the next one.